Hey there, glow getters and future glow getters. Today's episode is all about, you guessed it, Glowvember. The why, the how, the who, the when, and why I think every single midlife mom or anyone feeling the pull should dive in with us. Now, November isn't just a cute name that I came up with while drinking coffee and thinking of all the things that sparkle. Okay, maybe it is a little bit of that, but it's also a call to action for every one of you who's really ready to live this season of life. I mean, really ready to fully live this midlife season. Let's talk about the big why. Why am I so passionate about this series? Look, I know midlife can feel like we're stuck in neutral. Like, I get it because I'm in midlife. The reason I do all of these things is because I'm experiencing all of these things. And I'm thinking, if I'm experiencing them, other women are too. And it feels like you're not quite where you were and you're not quite sure where you're going next. You know what I mean? You're just kind of floating, stuck. Maybe you're feeling like that spark has dulled a bit, or you're looking at life like, hey, where's the adventure? Where's the me time? And where's this extra belly coming from? Overnight. I haven't changed anything, and now all of a sudden I have this menopause, belly, midlife thing going on. Here's the thing. Midlife isn't the time to sit back and let life happen to you. Midlife is actually your VIP backstage pass to the show. You've lived, you've learned, you've probably made every kind of mistake possible. And now you get to use all of that wisdom and experience and knowledge. Glowvember is about taking that spark and cranking it up to disco ball levels, like all the way up. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that if you are a woman in midlife, you are picking up what I'm putting down right now. And you're like, this is like something's changed. I got to figure it out, or I want to make a difference, or I want to show up in the world. I want to live an exciting life because now is the time for change. So what exactly is Glowvember? You're probably asking yourself on the edge of your seat. It's a 4-week series that I created. And each week is like a mini crash course in being the best version of yourself. So I've taken all of the things that my clients are telling me all the time, what I hear all the time, and I've picked like the top 4 to talk about each week. So we're talking about weight loss. Of course, that's the number one reason why people come to see me. But when we dig deeper, it's related to all the other things. It's not just about weight. We're talking about hormones, of course, because that's like midlife is ruled by hormones. Midlife is changed. Our whole life changes based on our hormones. We're talking about energy because everything is changing. When the hormones change, everything else changes because hormones regulate our body. And we're talking about mindset because no matter what you want to do, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to have energy, want to have better hormones, it all has to do with your mindset. People don't want to hear that. People want to be like, just give me a pill or just tell me what to do. But in all honesty, no matter what you want to do, if you work on your mindset, you can change or create anything. This is all the stuff that makes midlife moms like us feel powerful, grounded, and just a little bit rebellious. You know what I mean? I'm talking to you. And it's all designed with a mini transformation in mind. I want you to walk away each week saying, wow, I actually feel lighter, or yeah, I have more energy, or oh my gosh, now I could see how my thoughts create my results and I'm all fired up because I know that I'm in charge. And I don't just mean like feeling lighter on the scale. I mean feeling lighter with everything. You're excited about what you're going to create for yourself in this section, this time of your life. And here's the real kicker. No one size fits all, no 90-day drastic nonsense, no fad diet. This is about realistic, impactful change, changes that actually stick because they're rooted in who you are and who you're becoming. The self-actualized version of you, the best version of you, the person who gets to recreate themselves because you're done raising kids and taking care of everybody else, and now it's your turn. And now it is your turn. That's the beautiful thing. And a lot of people realize this, oh, it's my turn, but then they don't know what to do. And that's why we have this feeling of being stuck in midlife, is because we don't know how to change these things. Like all of these things, not just the one thing, but all of these things that are going on. We just don't know where to start. And when we think about all the things, it can become overwhelming. And what happens when we get overwhelmed? We shut down. I know I do. I'm like, I'll see you in a week because I'm not doing anything because I'm overwhelmed. And that's why I've created this, is like just little steps, little mini transformations. I literally want you to say after each week, oh, I feel different. I feel different from whatever it is that we're working on that week. And it's easy stuff because I know we're busy people. It's just you saying, yes, I'm worth it. I'm going to do the work. So I think we can all agree that midlife doesn't look like it did for our mothers or grandmothers. Even when I just look at my mom and think back to when she was my age, I'm just like, or my grandma, just like, wow, I am so different than that. Life, the world is so different than that. Think Golden Girls, right? Like think Golden Girls. And now look at women that age. It's not about slowing down. It's about revving up. Like, let's get this party started. So let's talk about how we're doing just that. Each week in Glowvember tackles a big theme, like kicking off with calorie density and how you truly fuel your body without feeling deprived, like how you can fall in love with your body, how you can fall in love with eating, how you can fall in love with nourishing your body. It's a mindset for sure, but I can teach you how to eat in abundance and lose weight. And the thing about that is it's sustainable. It's not a fad. And when you work in a group like this, it's not one size fits all. Like a protocol that works for me might not work for Susie over there, but we're going to find out what works for Susie because we're all different. We're all unique. But it's about abundance, and it's about changing your mindset, and it's about having a different relationship with food so that you can sustain it forever, and then you stop obsessing about food. And you're nourishing and healing your body with food. That's the beautiful part. It's like, ooh, don't get me started on healing your body with food. We'll be here for days. Now, why should you join us? Because Glowvember is a space where you get to show up for yourself, guilt-free. You're doing this for you. And what I'm saying is like kind of dinging bells, and you can relate to what I'm saying, and you're like, yeah, I need this in my life. I need some Glowvember. It's a chance to ditch all of those old rules we've been living by and rewrite what health and happiness and fulfillment look like for women in midlife, because that's us, and we're going to write that story. We're going to write that next chapter. Imagine a month where every step you take is just one more step towards the person you're excited to wake up and see in the mirror. When I work with my clients in my group, Mastering Midlife membership, we talk about becoming the self-actualized version of you. You know that version that you can picture, but it's over here somewhere? If you can picture that version of you, you can become it. It's not possible for us to imagine anything that we can't create for ourselves. So if you can visualize that version of you, oh my gosh, you can create her, but not from the place where you are now. Things have to change. So you're not alone. We're doing this as a team of amazing powerhouse, powerful women who are also over the diets, the restriction, the exhausting shoulds that take up way too much of our mental space. Like, let's let go of all of that. We're in this together, cheering each other on with all the laughs, all the love, probably some hilarious fails too. There'll be some tears, 100%. That's what it's all about, being vulnerable and allowing all of that to happen, the good, the bad, and the ugly cries. Because Glowvember is about progress, not perfection. We want to just keep moving forward, taking that next step forward. It's a funny, what I think of when I talk about this is my time in Costa Rica. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of women. I met some amazing women who are in midlife, my age. And one of them, who is from Montreal, actually, she was a lawyer and she had a big career and she was very busy and she did all the things. And then her and her husband had 2 beautiful girls. Now they're all grown up. And so when she was traveling, she had just retired. And I remember her like this wonderful, kind, but very smart, very brilliant woman. We were talking about midlife and she just looked at me and said, you know, when we hit this stage of our life, we just become invisible. Oh my gosh. She just got me in my heart. I'm like, you are right. That's exactly what it is. And we become invisible because our kids don't need us anymore, which is great. We're trying to create that. We're trying to create independent human beings that don't need us. Because a lot of the time, we need them to need us because otherwise we don't know who we are, what our purpose is. But if we can let them go and be their own people, then we're left with, but who am I? And we feel invisible because we're not being needed all the time. And then we look different. Our body has changed. So maybe before we had kids, when we were young and vibrant, that was more attention getting for many, many reasons. But when we hit midlife, that just doesn't happen anymore because our body's changed. Everything has changed. So, and also when you look in the workforce, the workforce isn't looking for a 50-year-old woman. It's just not. So we got to make our own space. We got to create those jobs for ourselves. We got to create that environment for ourselves. There's just so many ways and reasons why we become invisible during this time of our life. But it doesn't have to be like that, because who needs to see us? We need to see ourselves. It doesn't matter about anybody else. And when we feel that we really see who we are and we're living our best life, we won't feel invisible anymore. We'll be seen by ourselves. We will see ourselves. We will see that self-actualized version of ourselves and create it for ourselves. That's why I get so excited, because that's what's possible for us. Yeah, it's hard to be invisible, but if we get stuck in being invisible, then we'll just create more of that. But what if anything was possible? Because it is, what would you create for yourself? And that's what we do. I'm trying to create this community because I can see that every single person that comes to me, every midlife mom, is feeling these things. And if we can come together, I really believe that moms, people who have had children who are in their midlives, who are empty nesting, are the most powerful people on the planet right now, because we just have so much to offer. And plus, we are so kind, so compassionate, so understanding. And if we can bring this together and create that and give that to each other, give it to ourselves and give it to each other, oh my gosh, we are going to be unstoppable. This community is going to be amazing. This is where people come to get fed, full of love and hope and support. And yes, of course you could do that. You should go try this and you should go try that. Try all the things and we will catch you. But you'll never know unless you try. I want to create a space where everybody can go do all the things that they've ever wanted to do and know no matter what, we got them, they're going to land on their feet. And we're going to hold that space for them. And we're going to be cheering the loudest. We're going to be cheering for them like they cheered for their children. That's why it's so important. It's not just, let me just take a moment and share something from the heart. Like, this isn't just a series or a program to me. It's the start of a beautiful community, a sisterhood, really, of women who are at a crossroads, women who know there's something more, something better, something amazing waiting for them. And I'm right there with you. This season of life, in our life, can feel like a mix of excitement and loneliness. Like we're all out there trying to figure out what comes next. But imagine having a group of like-minded women by your side, women who get you, who've been there, who are there, who want to lift each other up, to laugh, to cry, cheer each other on. This is what my community is all about. This is more than just talking about wellness or finding balance. It's about connecting on a deep level with women who know what it's like to love fiercely, to worry deeply, and to carry the invisible loads that no one else sees. Midlife isn't about winding down. It's about sparking something new together. In a world that constantly tries to put us in boxes or tell us to play small or put us over in the corner, we're here to create a space where we can be big, be bold, and be unapologetically us. So here's my personal challenge to you. Even if you're a tiny bit curious, jump in with us for Glowvember. Jump in. It's totally free. You have nothing to lose. Even if you only did 1 week of it, you'll get a transformation. It's a little taste of what's possible. You have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain. Your energy, your confidence, maybe even a sense of adventure, new friends. Because when you start glowing from the inside out, it doesn't just change you, it changes how you show up for your family, for your work, and for all those dreams that Midlife has just been holding for you, and now you're ready for them to come to fruition. All right, my beautiful glow getters, make sure you join us. I will put the link in the show notes. Spread the word. Tell all the ladies that you know. Do it together. Do it with your friends. Do it with your sister. Everybody. Get everybody on board for Glowvember. And start getting excited for the new, energized version of yourself. I will see you in Glowvember. And I'll put the link in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Always love yourself first, from the inside out. Have an amazing day.